Hello everyone, as we've already completed how to sign up with EduBlogs and the dashboard of EduBlogs. Now in this video we'll be talking about how to create your own posts and themes. So without wasting any time, I will share my screen now so that you can see the procedures.
First thing that we talk about, and the most important thing is creating new posts. So we'll go to post, or you can also just click on new and click on post, which will lead you to a new page where you can write your title and you can start blogging. Okay, now this is one option. We'll go back to posts so that we can see the whole page. All right, so we were on the dashboard, right? We'll move forward to the option here, which is posts, right? We'll go to all our posts. So here in all our posts, you can also go to add new or depending upon your categories. But right now, categories and tags are not as important for you as posting is, as we are just starting with blogs. So yeah, we'll go to all posts. Now you can see here all the posts that I have done. Okay, these are the two posts that I am talking about. Okay, now what I will be doing here is I will click on, what you can do is you can click on add new, or you can again click here as I said. So I'll click on add new post, right? I can write my heading as whatever you want to write on, right? Okay, so as you can always go back to the options over here, but now we are talking about posts. Posts. So here, the first thing that you have to make sure about that you have to know about your blog is this that you find here. As you can see now, you can already see it on my page on my website. Or right, I just closed this one. If I mistakenly went there. Okay, this is the link to your blog. So you can always copy the link, or you can also edit the link according to your time. You can just edit. Okay, so if you do not want it to be online digital competence, I want it to be OCP. Okay, so yeah, that's my blog. I can always copy the link here. From here I can copy the link and you can share the link with your students. Now, okay, you can add media from here. You can make changes just like what you can make changes over here. Now, the important part of blogging is over here where you can see visibility. Okay, now here it is public. I want to edit it, make it to private, or okay, password protected. For now, I just keep it public. But you know where you can make your, how you can make your blogs private, and you can do it anytime you want to do it. All right. So that's about it. Okay. Okay. If you want to publish it immediately, you can, now you can just publish it from here. If I want to publish this, I'm not writing the whole blog right now, but yeah, that's important part of it. You can move to trash. All these things you can always do. You can save draft. If you have not completed writing your blog, you can always save draft. And yeah, that's about it. You can always include the tags over here. So if you're, so okay, so what are tags? Tags are basically nothing but if they help your articles reach more people. So if I am if I'm writing an article related to online digital competence, so maybe my tag could be digital competence, you know. So depending upon that, when people search for digital competence, my article will also be tagged under that, right? When the Google, as we've already spoken about how search engines work, the web crawlers will consider that as a search, as a tag, and tag my article under digital competence, and hence show my article under digital competence. So that is what tags are for. But if you're starting to blog, you won't really need tags, but you can always put tags if you want your article to rank, or if you're looking for those kind of things. So yeah, that's about it. Now we'll move forward to, now you know what, how you can write blogs, and from where you can share your blog, from where you can edit, visibility, or you can say draft, or even you can move to trash, or you can see the preview. Okay, this is about creating a blog, writing a blog. Next, we move to the comments section. Now you can see all comments present here. Okay, I'll just click on comments. Remove this to trash. Okay, now here there's no comment on my page, so you cannot see the comments. But when you get more comments, you will see the all the comments present here. Okay, another thing that we were talking about, yes, the another thing that is important and that can make your blogs look more like nicer in a way is the appearance of the blog or the site. All right, so I'll just show you my site so that you know how you can make your blogs look good. We'll see my site and then I'll come back and show you how I have done that. Okay, so this is the logo of my website, this is the name of my website, this is the tagline of my website, and here are my blogs. So as you can see, you can search for different blogs, right? You can see now when your students come here, they can search for whatever topic they want to search for, right? For example, I want to search for ODCP. If there's any blog on ODCP, it will appear when I click on search, right? Recent posts, they can also see the recent posts that I have done. They can see the tags that I have used over here. They can leave a comment over here, right? You can also, the students can also see the recent comments here. Yeah, all these things are not important for you right now. So yeah, that's about it. You can see my different blogs and you can comment on it. And you can also see the layout, as you can see the background of the blog. It looks very professional, right? So now we'll see how you can do that. We'll go back to our dashboard, right? Now I'll go to appearance, I'll go to themes. Okay, click on themes. Here you can find various themes that you can. So this is basically my theme. If I'm not wrong, this is the theme I have used. Okay. Okay. Now let's try changing my theme and keeping it to. I think this is my theme currently. Let's try changing it to this, just for showing you how it looks like. You had already seen my website before. Now we move forward to seeing how this will look on my website. So here you can see how my the whole layout of my website has changed to a very different type of this thing, right? So yeah, that's about it. That's how you can change your themes. Again, we'll go back and see what other things you can see over here. Apart from this, I'll just go and change back my. Uh, for now, I'll just let it be like that. Or see, they already have various options and themes that you can, create your blogs. And when you're creating these kind of blogs, it also makes the student more they would want to learn and read more when your site is more attractive rather than just having a black and white site with no images included, right? So now we'll go back to appearance. I'll just go back to dashboard and then go back to appearance, right? Now you can see there are various options. You can see you can keep the background also if you want. As you can see, my background is very different. Uh, you can always change the color. You can, these kind of things. If I want to change the title, if I want to change the color, if I want to change the image, change image over the logo that I had put that you cannot see over here. But yeah, you can change all these kind of things from this part. Select a logo. You can always keep a logo over here. Okay, but these things are very. I don't think you will need these kind of things at a very starting part of it. So I think themes would serve the purpose for us. Go back to appearance, customize. I can always change the color I want to use. Okay, I can. These are again the same things that you can, what kind of typography you want. So all these kind of things. But I think when you're choosing one kind of theme, you can always rely on it because it will help you. It will it as it is already designed. It will help you help your site look good. Okay, now we'll talk about themes. Now that you have some idea of how you can create blogs and how you can publish your blogs, how you can share the links that you have, of your blogs that you created, and also about the themes. Uh, these I think these are the most important aspects of it. Other than that, you can also create a class, but I think you'll have to go to a upgrader, like a upgrade version of EduBlogs to create a blog, a campus press this thing. So yeah, but you can always ask your students to use edu bloggers also to see your blogs, and also you can follow them and you can follow their blogs regularly. So that is how blogging can help your students and you to connect to your teachers, see what resources they've been using, or even for that matter other blogs that you would like on edu blogs. So that's how you can connect to other teachers. You can also connect to your students and see where they are lacking, and where they need some attention, and they'll be doing very good. So these are blogs is a very important aspect of education, and it can help a student build the habit of not only writing and reading, but also how to form a particular text, or how to form a particular, knowing how to write the stuff, how to uh, communicate with people better. And so this is how you can use edu blogs for your education. Yeah, so that's about it. I will see you in the next class.